So recently, with the shelving of Outcome Memories, we got a lot of new content with 2011x. Yeah, he's getting a whole new rework and a lot of new moves. And not only do we get to see these new moves, he also just got some brand new voice lines today, which we'll take a look at some of the new ones. And overall, I'll give you my opinion on what I think about some of these moves. And 2011x, he's looking fresh, to say the least. Anyways, first up, we got his intro/character select. This is when he's following the survivors in, and he's looking pretty fresh. As you can see, he takes a little peek back there, so it's certainly more interesting than what we have right now, which is just him flying forward. But nonetheless, this is definitely a great start. He's already looking more clean just from this first animation. And his other animations just get better from here. Invisibility is also really cool. I'm surprised the devs gave this an animation at all. It really goes to show how much passion the devs have for this game, but he's looking really cool. He kinda has that floaty vibe that he gets from the game, where he's typically, levitating, trying to make the survivors look like he is some kind of god, or mocking a god. Typical 2011x shenanigans. I like the movement that these animations have, especially compared to the old ones. He's a lot more fluid, and it's more like a liquid. It makes him feel more like he's more like a vessel, because he kind of doesn't really feel like, regular Sonic. And I really like that. That's kind of what 2011x is an imperfect representation of trying to mock Sonic, and also, a god. But next up is 2011x's infamous move, Charge. Yeah, it looks really cool, and it's kind of getting that vibe that it gets from the game, where, he's chasing after you, like when he's chasing after Tails, and he's floating, and he looks super cool, and I love how fluid it is. Like, with all the new animations, they're all very fluid, and I'm really liking the way this looks. And yeah, it'll give Charge some more texture, because it's kind of a more boring move. And here's the grab right here. And yeah, no, the grab also looks really cool. There's way more, movement, which I really like with 2011x, because, it feels like he's possessed. So I love the fluid movements that they're giving him inside of this animation. Next up, after Charge, we have his other most infamous move, God's Trickery. So yeah, it does look like God's Trickery will be making a return. And as you can see here, yeah, it's looking pretty cool. He swipes, he swings, and, you usually will dodge this, but it still looks a lot cooler than it used to, that's for sure. And I love how fluid it is, like with the other animations. Here's the side perspective. It's also looking really cool. Very fluid, and I'm just loving this showcase so far. Next up is their solution to the very gimmicky Rage Mode. And that's going to be a counter. Yep, a counter. And look at that, it's just like from the game where he's taunting Knuckles, and he looks really cool when he's doing it. He's kind of got that more creepy, goofy, kind of possessed vibe that the new 2011x has. And yeah, he'll definitely be baiting some people into punching him. I feel like he wouldn't really be a god of trickery without a counter. And he's also got a custom hit animation. For whenever you actually hit the counter, this is a reference to the game, where, he kicks you over and he, just punches you, or he tries to rip your heart out. That particularly being Knuckles, who, is very punch happy. And he could sometimes be more bronze than brains. But who could blame him? 2011x is pretty smart, and he is the god of trickery after all. And with 2011x being pretty powerful, I think we'll be seeing this one a lot. The Winscreen. And yeah, it's kind of a reference to the original one, although it doesn't quite look done. Probably going to polish it up a bit more, but I do like it. And it's got that callback back to, Johnny Rage Mode. For those of you who know that that's what the 2011x we have now is called. So, anyways, let's get on to the emotes. So, first up, we got this kind of freaky emote, the Macarena, but, it's got a twist. Like, quite literally, he's like twisting his whole body around, so I don't know how I feel about this one. It's very creepy, but it's also very silly, so I really like it. And next up, we got the OG, the iconic, the hype. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was originally a TikTok dance, but I always just say it comes from Fortnite. Regardless, it's looking a lot more fluid, and I'm loving it. And I can't wait to see these in-game. But without further ado, let's get to the voice lines.
Keep this interesting for me. Lay down and rest. Once you shed your gaze from the unknown, you're welcomed into a wonderful world.
So it's nice that 2011x will have a match beginning voice line, since he doesn't right now. And yeah, they're pretty spooky. His voice actor's doing a really good job with 2011x. Anyways, let's get on to some of his other voice lines.
Found you! Peekaboo!
Sure, those two go without saying. It's when he finds you. And yeah, I can't wait to get jump scared by those ones. Regardless, that's just a sneak peek of a few of his voice lines. I'll leave the full video down below, as there's a lot of coverage over this. And I suggest you guys check it out for yourself so you can see what the voice lines are going to sound like from the source. And it's a pretty long video, so there's a lot of cool voice lines in there. And props to the voice actor, he's doing a really good job. Anyways, that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.